So today I want to give you 3 mixing tips that's going to take your mixing to another level. Let's get into it. Tip number 1, when you're doing weddings or private events specifically, and you open up the dance floor and you play the first banger, not the slow dance, but the first banger, the first dance song, always let it ride. You don't have to do the full song, but I always at least do 2 verses and 2 choruses. The reason being is tables in the back take a little while to get to the dance floor. People are warming up and whatnot. If you mix too fast right away, the people might get frustrated and you might lose them. You know, they might just be getting to the dance floor. They're excited to dance to that one song, and then the song changes. You know, Aunt Donna gets frustrated, she goes right to the bar, okay? So you want to give people time to establish their 2-step, get to the dance floor, 2 verses, 2 choruses for the first song, and then you'll be good, then rip. Tip 2 is diversify the way you mix. And this is something that a lot of even vets get wrong, the 30, 40-year vets. And what I mean by that is don't mix the same way every single time, okay? Don't get stuck just beat mixing 8 bars and that's it. Diversify yourself. And this might take practice, but this will take you to a whole nother level. So what I mean is, all right, let's say beat mixing. You're a great beat mixer. Sometimes bring the beat mix in, 8 bars in, and do a full 8-bar beat mix. Sometimes do a 4-bar beat mix. Sometimes a 2, sometimes a 1, sometimes a nice little fade blend, you know, like a house mix. Then other ways, besides beat mixing, you could drop it on the 1, you could do word plays, tone plays, right, which is gonna be more advanced, but just diversify the way you mix your songs. You don't always have to mix the same way. It gets boring, it gets stagnant. And you know, sometimes certain songs, if you drop it on the 1, are gonna have more impact than when they're beat mixed. So you also kind of wanna judge the way you mix based on the song. How are you gonna make that song have the most impact to the crowd? Beat mix isn't always the answer, okay? Fading isn't always the answer. Sometimes you want to do something different. And finally, tip 3 is learning what parts of a song you should play and what parts of a song you might want to skip. When it comes to mixing, you don't always have to play the whole song, okay? Some songs you might want to, but really, you got to kind of learn which parts of the song are going to have the most impact, what parts of the song that people are looking to sing and dance to, and what parts of the song they're not. Some songs you might want to just play a chorus and that's it. Some songs you might want to play a verse, a chorus, and you might want to jump to a verse at the end that everybody knows, like a Nicki verse at the end of Bottoms Up, or that rap that the Spice Girls do at the end of Wannabe, right? Certain verses you don't want to skip, you're going to get yelled at, and this is something that constantly evolves. You're constantly learning with this, but take note of this. Think about this. Don't be the guy or girl that cuts a song off too early and then they're like, damn, you missed the best part. I can't tell you how many DJs I've heard play all the small things and miss the work sucks part. You know what I mean? There's certain iconic parts of a song that you never want to miss, and this takes a lot of studying, a lot of homework, but it pays dividends when you learn it and you memorize it by heart. And that's it, people. Those are the 3 tips. I got a wedding to DJ, so I got to go, but go practice those. Let me know if there's any tips that I missed. Put them in the comments, and I'll see you at the next one.